It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Jon Sciambi and Chris Singleton on the call. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And boom, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish.
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
And here is Ha-Seong Kim. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Ian Happ up to hit. Pickoff throw. Kim back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second and great jump. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
It's Aaron Judge now. Right through there for a strike. Judge launched a homer in his most recent game. Outside.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's inside. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Bellinger up to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Happ leads off first with one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 0-2.
1-2. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, I'll tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
So 2 down now, and here is Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. At the belt and fires. Dives. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Garrett Cole. What do you got on him, Chris?
So dominant in his last start. Double-digit strikeouts. It's going to be interesting today to see if he's able to have command of his secondary pitches the way he did last time out.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. Happ on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now at the plate, Jordan Westburg. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Two out, space is empty. On the ground to third. On to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Bradish back to work. That one outside. And that's ball one. A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized. That missed by a lot. 2-0.
You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players, too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
Swings and misses. And a count 2-1. On the ground to the left, Henderson. The throw to first. One up, one down. So up next, Jason Dominguez. Dominguez starting as the designated hitter, 22 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one ripped. Cowser going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Two out, space is empty. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
There's the strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. On the ground. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that is that. One hit, one left. Down to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
That's in there. Now 1-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw, and he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third.
He probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip the cap.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And there's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Now here is Ian Happ. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one is hammered right field. That's back there on the warning track and hauls it in.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Two down, bases empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in Baltimore, here's Adley Rutschman.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then If this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
In the air, left field. Happ hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Going to count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
To third, Cabrera. Throws to first in time. Here's a speed threat, Jackson Holliday.
You gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we matching up.
There's a strike.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And it's even up. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Got it! Really had to move for that grab. And that is that. Back now at Oriole Park. Start of the fourth. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now, Austin Wells.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
First pitch, and he just misses. Check on the runner. Bellinger dives back. Bellinger goes. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Man at second. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Cabrera at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. And a swing and a miss there. One away with a runner at third here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Ground ball right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And next is the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that.
0-1.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Snags it on the run. And that's the third out. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Giambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cedric Mullins. And a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-2. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Up the middle, Volpe. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration, so now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bradish back to work. And there's a ball. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That's in there, and the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air. Holiday makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Ripped on the ground to second, sends it to first, and a quick out, number 1. And now it's going to be Colton Cowser. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 1 out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. And that's a pure stroke.
1 out, runner at second. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. And that drops in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. So digging in, Ryan Mountcastle.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
pitch misses.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss at a slider. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Kittredge, the right-hander, also getting loose. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one lifted to left. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 2. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Puts it away for the out. Here's Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Two down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of the ALCS. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. This one looks like trouble. And he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Kyle Bradish won't go any further, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. On the mound now, Gregory Soto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for New York, Austin Wells. And he takes a strike. 2 outs. That's a strike. In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Man at second.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Oswaldo Cabrera on deck for the Yankees. And ball 4 to a board.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score. Tag at second, and he's out trying to get back. They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working. You know, these Orioles being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners, and you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Mullins stands in now and watches strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Both 2 in this one. In the dirt.
1 ball, no strike.
Gets under it and pops it up. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Gunnar Henderson. first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. And the Orioles leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Andrew Kittredge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now here is Jason Dominguez. And the pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Kittredge, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Out to short, Henderson. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Hook, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Rutschman fires over to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Stepping in, Ben Rice. There's a strike. Yankees up by 3. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Yanks held in check, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it. Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. Right side. And foul ball.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Colton Cowser will hit next.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one's in there. 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Aiken.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim, 1 for 3. Aiken, a 6-foot lefty, 240 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And up next for New York, Ian Happ. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Bases empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That one missed. Just off the inside corner. Full count now. And he grounds one to the right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Two outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Judge comes up empty there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 3 of the ALCS. And ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. Cole back to work. Just missed.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Mountcastle, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1 down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 down, base is empty. And now Jackson Holliday.
You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress.
On the ground, right side, Kim. In plenty of time to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Still down 3-0. So they turn to their closer, Felix Bautista. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 74.
Austin Wells digs in now. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Tyler Wells getting loose out there. Povich also getting ready. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And there are 2 outs. So a man aboard, digging in, Anthony Volpe. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now at Oriole Park, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That one fouled off. The 1-2. Base hit. And a good start to the inning. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that is out of play.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Henderson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3 games to none. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
I ran it just to give me a monograph when I